It is 5 p.m. and we will call this meeting of the City of Moorhead Planning Commission and Board of Adjustments to order. Can we have a roll call, please?
Matt Lyseth.
Here.
Jim Haney.
Here.
Nicole Mattson.
Here.
Ben Hammer.
Here.
Paul Kravanaugh.
Here.
Can we get a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of approving the agenda as written, please say yes.
Yes. Yes.
All those opposed, please say no. We have next on the agenda, approval of minutes for the July 9th meeting because we did not meet in August. Can I get a motion to approve the July meeting? Or I'm sorry, do we have any amendments or changes to the minutes? I just saw that my name is missing a T one time in here. It's not a big deal.
Saw that too.
Well, you didn't say. Okay, so aside from the missing T, is there anything else that we need to change on the minutes? Can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the minutes, please say yes.
Yes.
Yes. All those opposed, please say no. Okay, do we have any citizens to be heard on items that are not on the agenda? We have 2 public hearings coming up, and I know everybody but Councilmember Watson Curry is here for those, so nobody else for anything else. Okay. Okay, let's get my piece of paper out. Okay, we are going to start the public hearing for the request, I'm so sorry, I'm going to say this wrong, request of Sajid Gowri for a conditional use permit for a religious institution in light industrial at 2215 12th Avenue South. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing?
Motion to open.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Opposed, say no. Robin, can we get background information, please?
Thank you, Chair Mattson. As you may recall, the city recently amended our ordinances dealing with religious institutions a few months ago. And that changed the ordinance. Now all religious institutions require conditional use permits, and they're allowed in all zoning districts except heavy industrial. In this case, the applicant would like to convert an existing 12,000 square foot facility on a 7-acre site into a mosque and an Islamic education center. Due to the location, there are a few conditions recommended, except that adequate off-street parking be provided, and then the standard language about obtaining all the required permits. There'll be a change of occupancy, so the applicant has already been talking to the building official. To date, we've not had any public comments received. I'd be happy to answer any questions, and the applicant is also here in the audience.
Thank you, Robin. Do any commission members have any questions for Robin about this? Would the applicant like to address the commission? You don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, it's up to you.
Everything is in there. So.
Okay. Okay. Any other citizens who wish to be heard either for or against the requested action? Can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Okay, can I get a motion on the item, which is on page 3 of your packet, which would be the suggested action?
Chair Mattson, I would move that we recommend approval of the conditional use permit to allow a religious institution at the address of 2215 12th Avenue South in Moorhead.
Second.
Okay, any discussion on the motion? Okay. All those in favor, please say yes.
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 All those opposed, please say no. Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, next is a public hearing on the request of Red River Valley Chinese Christian Church to rezone 1019 4th Avenue South from residential low density 3 to institutional. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing?
So move. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please say yes.
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 Opposed, say no. Robin, can we get background information, please?
Certainly, Chair Mattson. The Red River Valley Chinese Christian Church recently purchased this parcel in order to expand their parking area. In order to maximize the usable space, they are requesting a zone change. They plan to combine their 3 lots, which are all contiguous, demolish the garage and shed, and remove some of the trees. Reconfigured, we've been working on it. They can get about another 20 parking spaces, which would be 20 less people parking on the street in the neighborhood. Staff has received 1 public comment by email this morning from 423 11th Street South, who said that they were in favor of the zoning change and that they would like to add that the church congregation are fantastic neighbors and a great asset to the community. And that concludes my comments.
Okay. Do any commission members have any questions for Robin? No? Okay. The applicant is not here tonight. Do we have any citizens who wish to be heard either for or against the requested action, or any questions that, that you might have? And if you could please state your name and address for us when you get to the podium.
Yes, I'm Barbara Peterson, and I live 407 11th Street South, and we are neighbors to the lot that they're requesting a change for. Our only question is, what deems the future use of this? Will it always stay as a low density versus a residential?
Or it'll be, so it'll either be, correct me if I'm wrong, Robin. I think the question is, if this church sells this property, what can it be used for in the future? So, for example, could someone buy the lot, tear down the existing building and put up condos or something?
So the institutional zone would remain even if they tore down the buildings.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that can go in institutional, like clinics, schools, because that used to be the MSUM building. But also the uses that are allowed in RLD3 now, like a low-density residential, those will also always be allowed. So
Okay.
if somebody wanted to redevelop those 3 lots, they could put up houses. They could put up duplexes,
Okay.
but the density would be dictated by the lot sizes.
That's kind of
Yeah.
what we were
Yeah, you
concerned about, because these people have been great neighbors. They've taken care of the outside. They're always improving. I mean, we have no question about that whatsoever. You know, we were just really curious as to if they're gonna bulldoze it and build our ugly tin huts that we've got all over town.
Right. No, those uses would not be permitted.
Okay.
Those are not institutional uses, those are commercial uses. A multifamily, like a,
Well,
you
even
know,
that would
apartment
be
building wouldn't.
allowable, you know, I think, because there's plenty of room. Because
Right.
that lot that the house sits on is, you know, I think it's 150 deep. So there's plenty of room if they would ever change their mind.
In addition, because they are adding new parking area, they'll be required
Oh, I
to do some
understand that,
screening.
because I know they use the street and they use part of MSU parking lot on Sundays in some of their gatherings, you know. They've never infringed on us, but we're right on the one-way, so it's not an option for us. But, you know, they're very courteous that way. They don't block driveways, you know. So I could see where they'd want the extra parking for sure.
So Barb, does that answer your questions?
Yes, I
Yes?
think so,
Okay,
Nicole.
great.
All
Thank
right,
you so
thank
much
you.
for coming. Okay, I don't think we have anybody else here that has any questions, but if Dave wants to come up and ask a question, you can have a turn if you want.
I'm too quiet.
Okay. Can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I guess I'd like to take the opportunity really quick, sorry,
no,
Madam
it's
Chair,
fine.
to say thank you very much for taking the time. It does speak a lot to the current landowners that you guys took the time, so thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, and then a vote to close, on the motion to close the public hearing. All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, say no. Okay. Can I get a motion on the item, which is on page, oh, I just went past it. What's it, 13? 13.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to recommend approval based on the criteria for consideration and the staff suggestions that we recommend approval for the rezoning from residential low density 3 to residential low, or to INS institutional for 1019 4th Avenue South, Lot 7 and 8, Block 1, Highland Edition.
Very well done, thank you. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion on the motion to approve? I think we're good, okay. Okay, all those in favor of the motion, please say yes.
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 Opposed, please say no. Okay. That's what we needed to do. Thank you very much. Other business would be a review of the draft of the comprehensive plan RFP.
Me again?
If that's who's doing it, I'm not.
The draft RFP was included in your packets. Staff is soliciting feedback from you for the next few weeks, and then we anticipate sending this out into the world for proposals, probably later this month or maybe early October. This will be a very large undertaking for the city of Moorhead, and we welcome you and the public to participate as much as you like or as little as you like. But we really want people, we're going to do, I think this undertaking of the comprehensive plan is going to be a little different because we're going to try to be really creative and get that public engagement going as early as possible.
Okay, does anybody have any questions for Robin on the RFP that's in the packet?
How does this tie into the downtown work that Stantec is doing for the city of Moorhead and Downtown Moorhead, Inc.?
So the downtown plan is a separate plan, but it also will be integrated as a chapter in the comprehensive land use plan. So we're working on our future downtown planning, and this is the future for the entire city, so it's all related.
Okay.
Any other questions for Robin?
So is there somewhat of a timeline you're following on this?
Right now, we're just working on the RFP timeline. We would like to get it out this year and work on getting our consultant selected, but we'll probably be working on it for a full year for next year. You know, it would be nice to have it done by the end of 2020. It just kind of depends on how the process flows, but for sure, it'll be ready by 2021.
Okay.
But it's a big project.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Robin? Nope, okay. And then we have any other reports or information? Or do we have any other reports or information?
The only thing I didn't include, there is a workshop coming up for renewable energy development, if you're interested, on September 13th. I think that would be something interesting. Unfortunately, I have a conflict, so if any planning commissioners could go, this would also tie into our comprehensive plan, because we did suggest a chapter on sustainability and resiliency, including solar, wind, geothermal, what's that in the future of Moorhead? Because we have had some residents ask about some of those things.
Okay, great, thank you. I will try to be there if I can. Anything else? Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, we're all done. Thanks, everybody.